Now, the next song was written for Stardust under the title He Never Says He Loves Me. When Cole Porter was rehearsing Nymph Errant before its opening in London, he needed a piece of specialty material for Gertrude Lawrence, and he chose this. Changing the word says to said, plus a few other lyric alterations, the song was retitled The Position. I liked the first better, didn't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, the show was never performed on Broadway, so we never got a chance to hear it. To sing it tonight is a star who was the youngest singer ever to make her debut at the Metropolitan Opera. After being the darling of the opera critics, she found that she couldn't resist show business. She had her own television show, which I adored, I'm sure you did too, and starred in the Lincoln Center production of The Merry Widow, as well as Maine, Kiss Me Kate, Applause, to name a few. Patrice Munsel, my friend, singing The Position and Mysteriously. Patrice.
I had an accent to get me through all this. Better I should do 6 performances Lucia di Lammermoor than one of this. Anyway, we love it, and we're here because we support Jerry, and it's a great idea, and I'm so glad you all came too, because obviously you feel the same way that we do. You know, I always carry a little black book along with me with the name of a doctor in every city, because you don't want to cancel it. Just, you hate canceling when you're on the road. And I was discussing this with Mabel Mercer years ago, and she said, oh yes, Pat, I always have my little black book that I carry along. And she said, as a matter of fact, I was singing in London last year, and I had to rush off to the doctor. I had a bad throat, and the doctor took a look at my vocal cords, and she was very, very proud of her age. He took a look at my vocal cords and said, Miss Mercer, how old are you? And very proudly she said, I'm 76 years old. And he said, that's amazing. You have the vocal cords of a much older woman. I'd like to have you along all the time when I tell that story. So this is The Physician. Once I loved such a shattering physician, quite the best looking doctor in the States. He looked after my physical condition, and his bedside manner was great. He said my bronchial tubes were entrancing, my epiglottis filled him with glee. He simply loved my larynx and went wild about my pharynx, but he never said he loved me. He said my epidermis was darling. He found my blood as blue as could be. He went through wild ecstatics when I showed him my lymphatics, but he never said he loved me. And though no doubt it was not very smart of me, I kept on racking my soul to figure out why he loved every part of me, and yet not me as a whole. He said my vertebrae was sehr schön. He found my coccyx plus que gentil. He murmured, Malta Bella, when I sat on his patella. But he never said he loved me. He seemed amused when he first made a test of me to further his medical art. But he refused when he fixed up the rest of me to cure the ache in my heart. And yet he lingered on until morning. But when I tried to pay him his fee, he said, why, don't be funny. It is I who owe you money. But he never said. He said he really thought a lot of my medulla oblongata, and my pancreas and sternum made him sing a wild cantata. When I shook my pelvic girdle, well, he did a double hurdle. My appendix just tremendous, cerebellum simply swellum. But he never said he loved my sinuses and spleen and every organ in between, and yet he never said he loved